Wow, you're actually playing Fortnite? Yes, yes I am. I know, it's been a minute. It's been a long minute. But I'm back. But I'm only back for a little bit because I have school tomorrow and for the rest of the week. And school's hard now. I don't know why it got harder, but it's harder. I think it's because I went sophomore and I'm not a freshman anymore. So yeah, it's way harder. But I'm back for now. I guess this is gonna be more of a topic video, like I don't know, like an opinion type video, and I feel like I'm gonna talk a lot, so get ready. This entire thing is unscripted. It's not scripted, none of that. I'm just going off what I think. So yeah, if you hear me repeat myself, just ignore it. Dang, I'm cracked, dude. Look at that. I know, but if you can tell by the title of the video, I'm gonna be making a video. Alright, but if you could tell by the title of the video, you can tell that I'm gonna be talking about Fortnite and how a lot of people think it's really going downhill. That it's going downhill with the robots. Going downhill with the robots. Which I can agree. Okay, buddy. Okay, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't play Maybe I should have just played some gameplay over this because, dude, if you kill me, I'm suing you. If you kill me, I'm suing you.
Hold on.
I know, but about how Fortnite is going downhill with like a lot of their updates and the Fortnite cycle. Now, if you don't already know what the Fortnite cycle is, it's pretty simple, and I'll explain it. Actually, I won't, because it kind of goes with my points, and there's literally no reason for me to explain it. Alright guys, so I feel like Season 5 is when everything started being put into question. They finally added something to piss off players. It was the first season that Fortnite had not actually listened. Because if you guys don't know, a lot of people talk smack about Fortnite and say how like they don't listen to their community and how Epic's trash. But if you played back then, like Season 4 through Season 1, oh my god, Epic was the best community. Epic was the best game developers. They always listened to their community. They did everything for them, and it was great. But man, oh man, did something change? Yes, it's the money. Now I'm not here to say, oh yeah, money got to the Fortnite's head. The game developers don't care about their game anymore. It's trash. You know, everyone gave up on Fortnite, because that's not what this video is about. Go get that chest, buddy. Don't get that chest. Don't get that chest. His AK, his AK. We're good. Are we good? Are we good though? No, but in all seriousness, Fortnite has changed a lot from when it first came out. One of the main reasons I see, like, for people, I know this one guy made a video about it like a year ago, I think, where he talked about why Fortnite will never die, and it had a bunch of random reasons. Like, just forget all that, honestly. Like, seriously, like, a lot of his points were about, it's free! That's not the reason. Because as much cosmetics that Fortnite adds, as much free items and great game I don't know, great things that they add into the item shop, all that, it doesn't matter. That's not why this game is great. I promise you, if they removed all of that, people would still play the game just as much as they do now. All that is just money makers. No one actually cares about skins anymore. Like I don't know about you, but like if I see a skin, it looks cool, maybe I'll buy it, but like I don't have a drive to buy it. I don't really want to buy it. Now a lot of you probably like don't even play Fortnite anymore, or like maybe you played a while back, maybe you played recently, but you just stopped playing, or maybe you play every day. You know, I don't know. But I have noticed the player count go down, and I'm sure there's a reason why, and I think I know the reason why, but that's not what we're talking about. We're kind of talking about it, but like that's not the main point. So yes, the game count goes down, but I think that's just burnout on the game. I think that's a lot of burnout. As much crap as they get for like adding dumb stuff, I doubt that's the reason. Even if it is the reason, which it's definitely a part of the reason. I lied. It's not because of it, because it is a huge factor. Go back! Go back! No, but I got off track. Yeah, cosmetics are never going to be the reason why this game never dies. Epic, no one loves your game because you update it a lot. Like, obviously it's nice and everything, but everyone loves the core building mechanics, everything about the game, the not even the third person, but like just the way the game works, you know, everything about it. Building, that's one of the huge reasons. That's why no one will ever stop playing. There's no game like Fortnite. You seriously, all other games, the reason why other games like Counter-Strike and all of them died, and sometimes, yeah, okay, I guess you could argue Counter-Strike's not dead, because it does have a high pop rate right now. But why games like that die is because the games aren't fresh. But Fortnite is always fresh. There's no game like Fortnite. You cannot build and play in a battle royale or gunfight as smoothly in any other game like Fortnite. That's why when people quit for a couple days, they always come back. Always. Or they just stop playing games in general. Because if they truly love Fortnite, if anyone truly loves Fortnite, like the pros and the content creators, they will never stop playing it. Because until someone makes a game like Fortnite, which I doubt will ever happen because Fortnite's just a huge juggernaut, and the thing about Fortnite is like, you know, no one will ever copy Fortnite because Fortnite is Fortnite. It's such an original game that if someone ever adds a building mechanic, they're gonna pull a PUBG. And also, just look at everything Fortnite has. Look at how developed the game is, and look at the prize pools, the competitive, everything. Everything is so perfect except the game devs. Hey, Epic, I was wondering because, you know, like your game isn't doing that well right now. You know, you were trending on remove the mech, and a lot of people are complaining about planes and like the Infinity Store, Thor, and they said that they were gonna boycott your game. Ah ha 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 ha. No matter how much they want to leave, no matter how much crap we added to the game, they will never leave. Why? Why? They could. You see Blackout over there? Yeah, Blackout. Blackout. I heard Blackout's pretty fun. Does Blackout have building? Huh? Does Blackout have build? Some pros? You know our pros? You know the ones we torture with all this stuff? The mechs, the Infinity Swords and stuff? Yeah, like Booga and all like Ooga Booga and I don't know. Yeah, like Ooga Boo. What about them? Well, you see, most of our pros are kids, and most pros you have to be a certain age to compete. You know, and I think we changed that rule. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know how old you have to be to compete, but most of our players are hot garbage at every other game. Our game is so unique that if you want to be a pro at it, you have to work so hard at it. So once you work that hard, you're not going to leave. Every other game's all about shooting, and if you could kill the other person with your gun, out aim them. But if you work on building, this is the only game that you could do that in. So if you have a chance to win money in this game, you'll never leave because no other game has the same skill gap that we do. You know, you can't be as good at other games because, you know, most of our pros can't aim for crap. They just sit in creative and build. So basically their life will go down and they'll never become successful if they leave. Don't you think that that's kind of mean? You know, like you're torturing them with all the game mechanics that they don't like, and just, you know, you're making their life harder. Well, you know, we get more views whenever we like add dumb stuff, you know, like the no building zone. I want to see an end game in that. You know, it's gonna look like PUBG, and people are gonna see really how bad that game is. Hey, just one more thing. Why don't you show your game player amount? You know, like the people you have. You used to show it off a lot when you were reflecting on PUBG. You're like, yeah, we have so much more than PUBG. We don't speak of that. Because your thing's kind of going down on Google Twins. Yeah, I'm guessing we have like the same amount of players as PUBG now. You know, I know people at schools that like never play our game anymore. It's all the pros that we keep torturing. Yeah, but we'll never show our numbers because everyone thinks that we still have a high player count, but it's pretty low now. Well, don't you think it would be better if you leaned more towards the competitive side and less towards the casual side? You know, maybe remove mechs from Arena or something like that. You know, maybe help out your community. You know, be good game developer. Haven't you heard of the Fortnite cycle, buddy? What's the Fortnite cycle? You see, in the circle of Fortnite, things work differently here. Start of the new season, we don't listen to our community for crap. We give them the worst things in the world that they could ever ask for. We basically break our own game, just so we can fix it later and be praised by the community. But why not have it fixed the whole time? Because all the streamers are complaining about it, and they're like, oh my god, I hate Epic, and then it gets on the Fortnite clickbait channels, and our game blows up more. Ah, I see, so you torture your players, make them wish they never played this game, just so we could reel them back in with free V-Bucks, free skins, and remove the mechs, and they love us. Okay, well, what do you think about next season? Well, you know how Season X is supposed to bring back all the other stuff from all the other seasons? Yeah. Well, next season, we're gonna have planes, OP Tommy gun, Infinity Blade, mechs, planes, everything you could ask for, times 2 with double the health, plus ballers, really big ballers that roll around the map. Your community's not gonna like that. Well, you already know how it works. The circle of Fortnite. I'm so sorry you had to watch that. But no, it's serious. Fortnite just doesn't give a crap. They care about the views and the attention, and they couldn't care less. But they care just enough. They don't care too much, but they care the perfect amount to where they'll fix their game, but they'll also break it. And no one will ever leave Fortnite because it's so good. You know, the end games are so awesome. Everything's so perfect about it. Plus, if they add these dumb stuff, they keep the casual players in. Yeah, but they also ruin people's careers by literally doing this and costing people millions of dollars. Also, one more thing. Creative, save the world. Creative is just perfect. It seriously is perfect to everything else. There's no game that allows you to have the freedom Fortnite has. No game that allows you to just do as much stuff. Like I said, the cosmetics are not a factor. They're seriously not a factor at all. No one cares. Black Ops 4, one of the most garbage Call of Duties I've ever played, has so many goddamn cosmetics. So many. I would say they add more than Fortnite. Like almost all the time. They even have free DLC if you're playing with a host that has DLC. But no one cares if the game is trash. As much as I dislike what Fortnite does, it works for them and they'll never stop doing it. But at the same time, the game will never die. And like I said, the reason why the game will never die is because the game is just too good, but too bad at the same time. It's just in the middle. They piss you off just to make you feel better. They give you hope just to take it. So let me tell you right now, the only way I see Fortnite dying, ever, I'm serious, like I don't think Fortnite will be dead in 10 years. Unless someone makes a game with a new mechanic. Something like building, or building in general, that grabs players' attention. They update their game a lot, which is important. I know I made it seem like it's not that important, but it is important. They grab their players, they tell them that they care, you know, they show that they care, they make updates, they do everything. This new mechanic isn't all about build, or isn't all about aiming. You know, there's a new circle. It might not even be a battle royale. It might be, you know, just something different. That's why Fortnite was big in the first place. It revolutionized gaming. Every first person shooter is all about shooters. There was never another mechanic, you know. Other games had certain movement mechanics, certain specialists, you know, certain things that you could do, but there was no straight up mechanic that countered aiming. You know, everything was about aim. So if you were good at one game, you would transfer to the next one, change the sensitivity, be just as good as that one. There was no fresh restart. So this is why Fortnite will always be great, because it was such a fresh start when it first came out. No one was good at building. No one. Like, you can't say that about any other first-person shooter, because other players have played different games and they're good at aim. They've perfected their aim. So that's why most people that are good at CS:GO and all that don't play Fortnite, because it doesn't focus on their main strong suit. Now, I know I did that little skit and all that, but I'm being serious. Fortnite will not die if they continue to go at this rate. But it will piss a lot of people off. And I think to teach them that they shouldn't do that, we need to do something about it. Seriously, like maybe a boycott. Something needs to happen, because this method, this way of working for Epic is working. It seriously is. We all still play their game almost every day. People love the game. I just wish Epic wasn't so much about the money and actually cared more about their fan base than just these random casuals that want to play the game and just play for like 1 hour a day, and they want to keep them in the game. It's unbelievable how they cater towards them. But you know, it's just the way Epic works. Now, this video isn't saying Fortnite isn't bad, but this is also saying that Fortnite will never die.